Cauvery face-off is intensifying, and it's not just Karnataka versus Tamil Nadu. Within Tamil Nadu, it's Chief Minister Vijay versus the opposition, and the protest has taken a misogynist turn. At a protest being addressed by Udayanidhi Stalin, Chief Minister Vijay's fan pages have claimed that the DMK cadre was heard shouting Trisha, Trisha in the crowd. And according to them, Stalin Jr. paused, smirked and moved on with his speech. The DMK feed, though, has copped out this bout. Stalin Jr. has called the Vijay government a government on reels with a dummy chief minister and joker mantris, saying as farmers shed tears in delta regions, which is completely dry, chief minister and mantris have been shedding tears in cinemas. Protests have intensified in Karnataka as well. Vijay government has meanwhile moved the Supreme Court against Karnataka, accusing neighbouring state of failing to release its share of Cauvery water in accordance with directions issued by the Cauvery Water Management Authority and the Cauvery Water Regulation Committee. Release of 3,500 cusecs of water for 15 days on a daily basis. However, according to the Tamil Nadu government, the inflow recorded at the Biligundlu between July 29th and August 2nd ranged somewhere between 158 and 550 cusecs on a daily basis. I'm being joined by Nandakumar, who's a political analyst, S.S. Sriram, who's a senior journalist, Pentapati Pullarao, who's a senior journalist as well, and Sandeep Aniruddhan, who's a social activist. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me. Mr. Pentapati Pullarao, come in at this point. You know, it's such an emotive issue. This entire issue is so emotive. You have farmers who have already started protesting across Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And these protests are intense, they are high octave, they are emotive. You have farmers who are, rolling on the roads, they're covering themselves with the mud, digging pits and getting into the muds. And these are visuals that we often see whenever there is a weak monsoon, for that matter. But it's so crass that amid it all, two states, farmers on the brink, and you have Trisha, Trisha, Trisha being chanted.
Can you repeat the last sentence?
Amid all of this, amid a whole lot of political crisis, economic crisis, which is an emotive issue, you have chants of Trisha, Trisha in a protest. And a smoke.
I entirely agree with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Go ahead.
I entirely agree with you. It is crass, it is that and this, And I do feel sorry for the lady. But, I have to say something. She was brought to the fore. And I have admiration for Mr. Vijay. He won a spectacular victory. I'm not going to... My friend Mr. Nandakumar must have heard me say this many times. He won a spectacular victory. But he is the one who introduced her to the public through his social media. He is the one. And I am not saying the other side is doing right. I will not defend anybody's privacy being invaded. Once you make yourself public, it's going on in this country. This country is no different from any other country in the world. We have two Indias. One we are ahead of the West, and one we are behind India of 200 years ago also. Same thing goes on here. So while I find it's crass, yes, but life should have been kept private. You should keep things private. You can't post some things on social media. Of course, my friends will condemn me and say, that's bad behavior, that and this. I'm not going to contest that. But you brought it to the fore. You introduced her. Tell me I am wrong. You introduced her.
So, even if Vijay introduced her, for whatever reasons he did, that's his personal life. He has a right to that. I mean, imagine you have Udayanidhi Stalin addressing a protest. And it's so unfortunate that we have to be discussing this, because one would think that an issue like this would not boil down to what we're really discussing. But before we get on to other issues, this, I believe, is equally important. Udayanidhi Stalin is speaking, sir. He's a powerful man. He's a powerful man with political acumen. And he hears the word Trisha, Trisha. He didn't want to speak about it. He could pretend he didn't hear about it. He could have stopped it with his hands. He could have done any gesture. He just smiles and moves on speaking.
What did I say? I said that's the temper in the country. I'm not defending him. He's got people to defend himself. There are a lot of people who will defend him. Look at what happened at Jantar Mantar recently. What kind of videos came out about the Prime Minister or anyone else? What kind of crash shows went out there? That's the state of our country. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's the ethos we have now. There's a, no limits behavior is there in this country. I'm sorry that young lady has been brought to the fore, but keep private things private. That's my advice.
S.S. Sriram, quick response.
No, I am not surprised at all with this DMK's behavior. They have a legacy and they have proved their legacy. I mean, this is what they play. This is the cheap politics that they play. The kind of words they have used against Madam Indira Gandhi, the kind of words they have used against Madam Jayalalitha, the kinds of words they have used against, Kushbu. That is their standard. You have some of their ex-ministers speak so obnoxious that you as a woman will feel, even horrible to even listen to them. So I'm not surprised at all. That is their standard. That is the way they behave. I mean, what have these guys done for Cauvery? When the Cauvery tribunal order was released or when it was done, they were not notified in the Gazette at all for 5 long years during the so-called Indi, which was earlier called UPA government. Just because Madam Jayalalitha was there in the government of Tamil Nadu, they didn't want to notify the Gazette of that order. And these guys are talking about Cauvery water for the people of Tamil Nadu. Absolute political cheap game played by this DMK, which is an absolute anti-Tamil Nadu. Neither they have the interest to protect the interests of Tamil Nadu. They gave away the Jallikattu rights. They gave away the Tamil methane and other, in the Tanjavur belt. They gave away the Kachativu. They did not notify the Cauvery Water Tribunal to be gazetted. And this party has no local standing to speak for the rights of Tamil Nadu, which they have never been bothered about. They were only keen on the portfolios that they will get. They are only keen on the power that they will be in. They are not bothered about Tamil Nadu, and I am not at all surprised.
Pentapati Pullara wants to come in.
Yeah, please.
See, I heard my friend, Kachativu was a national issue. I'm very proud a regional party in those days went along with this issue. I'm very proud. That's the way the party should behave.